Okay, video update number 2. So this is second in the list. This is a workplace update. So what has 3D Print Everything been up to? What's the workplace look like today? Need to do an update clean video tomorrow. You know, stuff like that. So here's what I got going on. It's a little bit of a mess. Got some alcohol, some 3D printed parts, a bunch of empty glue shit. Excuse my language. We got Big Boy over here in the corner. So let me just give you, I'm going to widen out to ultra wide. So this is the ultra wide camera. Here is the setup. Little squealers down here. This cat's name is Squealers. He is named Squealers because he doesn't stop screaming. When he wants attention, he's gonna scream. Okay, so as far as the workplace goes, I'm super excited for the KP5s to come because I want to standardize. I've got too many different printers. They all print at different little specs. They have different problems with them. Yeah, so I'm excited to get a standardized KP5 and have a small, medium, and large printers, and then just a couple of my big boys. This is obviously a new printer here, so I just bought this guy. A funny story is, and just being real with y'all, client wanted to buy this for his son as the very first printer, and he tried paying multiple times, and then somewhere in between him trying to pay, one day I ordered this printer and sent it to him. And I get a call one day, the UPS guy saying, hey, I can't deliver this printer. I don't know which trailer house it is. They're not marked. And so I tried to call the guy. His phone didn't ring. And I start looking for his payment because I'm like, wait, did this guy pay? And I start double checking. And sure enough, I can't find his payment. So if you are the owner, if you did buy this printer and you sent me money, show me where you sent it and I'll send it back to you. But otherwise, I had the shipping company send it back to me. And I now have a D5. So this is a 500 by 600. It's a nice big printer. Hold on, one of my printers over here is making a fan noise. There's a little fan in the back. Okay, stop that. Anyways, so yeah, but the kicker with this guy is I fire it up, turn on the on button, and this is all I get. So it'll just sit here and won't start up. So they need to send me instructions on how to flash some new firmware. I finally got them to send me some firmware after 3 days, but they didn't send me instructions on how to flash it, so I want to make sure I do that right. But that'd be cool if I could have that guy running, because I really would. I've got the D2 running, got the D3 running, Saint Smart's running, FT5's running, 16X is running. They're all building these parts. So what that is, don't make fun of me guys, but this. So I planned on printing this on the big printer up there, but I've run out of time. Unfortunately, this big printer failed a bit more than I expected, so I'm printing this project here. I've got a lot of fails. I just wanted to show the client how many times it's failed, and that's why it's taken now almost a month longer than I first quoted, which is unfortunate, but I'm learning with this big printer. I figured out a lot of different things with it, fixed a lot of things. We had the majority of the problems were material problems. We had some issues with filament. We got that fixed up. I've opened this up so you can now see the extruder. I put a little fancy LED light on it, so it lights up, so it's pretty. But yeah, so this is printing this. The last one of these I printed kept warping in the center, especially when it would run out of filament, pause because it's got a filament run out sensor, I'd come down here, reload it up, and it would break. You can see this one right here just warped like crazy. I mean, it's got a serious bow to it. You know, this should be flat, and it's clearly not flat. So that's a problem. How I fixed that: doubled the raft size, increased the first layer flow, so it's going to be thicker, and I also lowered the layer height. So hopefully that first layer is nice and thick, and I also applied glue. I only had glue in a couple of spots. Now it's all over the thing. It's going to hold it down. Man, this update video is taking longer than I expected. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you more about this. So I'm going to have to pause and splice these videos because my phone's only going to let me do 5 minutes of recording. And I'm approaching that mark now. But yeah, okay, so let me tell you about this piece. So this piece is an air intake for a car. Now what I've had to do is print this in multiple sections, and because I've run out of time, some of these sections, you can't see it now, this is a really nice looking print, but like right here, You see that little split? Well, I've had some major splits in this piece. So we're doing a PC mixed with ABS and PETG or something like that. It's like 3 materials mixed into one, and it gives us a nice high heat, high temp, UV chemical resistant printer material. But yeah, it's giving me some issues. So what we got going on here is this is 3 pieces currently. This is 1, 2, and then 3. Right here and here are the join marks, and then I've got a bit extra down in here because I had some splitting. So there's actually a gap down in here, and I filled that up with some plastic putty bonding material. So what we're gonna do with this is I'm gonna sand it and get this to look a bit smoother, and then we'll paint it, and then the end product is gonna be rhino lined. So if I was super worried about this finish and everything, I probably would not roll with the way it looks now, but because it's gonna be rhino lined in a very thick way, I'll be able to do a light sanding to this. We won't have to get it to like a mirror finish or anything, and the rhino liner will apply a really nice thick surface. One day soon, this guy, I want to get back going. So I've got a new motherboard for it. I've got a Lurge, one of the newer versions of this one for it. I just need to spend some time on doing that. And yeah, that's one we got to get to. The prints that are on it, customer stiffed me on those. That sucks. That was a $700 something print that the guy stiffed me on. There's my car washing deal there. But I wanted to just try to unload as many different things as what I got going on here. I like to update y'all on what I'm doing. I need to do it more often. If you see this video, you like this video, obviously like, comment, subscribe. But reach out to me. I mean, my phone number is out there. I'll give it to you right now, 817-723-0443. You can find it on my business. I don't mind giving that out because, you know, this isn't a huge business. I'm not an Elon Musk yet. Maybe one day you're watching the YouTube of a guy that'll be as crazy and as big as that. That's who I aspire to be. But aspire to who I'd be like. But I'm a different person. But anyways, other things. So I get to do this. This is a margarita machine bowl maker. So it's all covered in powder because I 3D scanned it. So that's going to be made on this as soon as this job is done, which it's doing one print now, then one more, and then it's finished. So thank goodness. Another cool one, I just got this one in today. So if you're ever wondering what do we 3D print, stuff like this. Someone brings me a broken propeller. This is a hydraulic pump propeller. So I don't know for what. I don't know if it's on a tractor, if it's on a building, whatever, but it's a hydraulic pump. I get to put that together and make it. This is another piece here that I get to make. So I've been back and forth like 3 months on this. Finally got approved yesterday, so that's going to be something we can make. And I know some of you might have eyed this in the last video and early on in this one. What am I doing with this? So this is pretty neat. I saw an article online showing that someone using a foil film like this, and they 3D printed on top of it, and then this adhered to the bottom of the print, and it looked really neat. So they were able to do a bunch of different patterns on their prints. So I bought some of this, which this looks super neat, look semi-promising. I tried one, didn't work, at least not with this one. Maybe it'll work on this one. I feel a little bit better about it possibly working on this one. Oh, is there a film on top? Sorry, I'm looking at this, and it's almost like there's a film on top. I might need to take that clear... Oh, there is! Okay, so see, take that clear film off. Might work now. Okay, but I'm printing right now on it, so most likely we're not going to get any results because there's still that clear film. But as soon as I take that off, we'll see if we get results. That would be really neat. If you can use a holographic foil and have it adhere to the bottom of your print, you can make some pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to test that out. There's no companies making any 3D printer specific ones of those. The post that I saw it from went to a shop e-link, which doesn't sell to the US, so you'd have to get a forwarder from the Philippines, all this stuff. It'd be way more hassle than it's worth to do that. But I'm going to wrap this video up, guys. So thanks for watching. This is a quick update. I might do another one right after this, so stay tuned shortly.